we are kicking things off with major news shaking up the sports world. Liberty Media boss Derek Chang has weighed in on the future of motorcycle racing, confirming that the Miami Formula One track looks like a logical spot for MotoGP's U.S. expansion. We dive into the details of this strategic move and what it means for the sport's growth in America.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the intense action from Le Mans. Fabio Quartararo has confirmed he will be using revised Yamaha aerodynamics during his home French MotoGP race. And we break down exactly which aero package he is bringing to the track and what it means for his performance this weekend. Now it's time for Johann Zarco. The odds for him to repeat last year's French Grand Prix win were astronomical, but the weather forecast is creating a huge question mark. We explore Zarco's confidence in damp conditions and why he believes he has a real chance to bring that title back home. Finally, we look at the thrilling French Grand Prix at Le Mans. From Marco Bezzecchi's championship push to Johann Zarco's stunning performance and the drama surrounding Marc Marquez's weekend, get the full preview of the action. Don't miss a second of this incredible MotoGP coverage. Liberty Media boss Derek Chang has indicated that the Miami Formula One track presents a logical location for MotoGP's expansion into the United States, following recent speculation about a potential MotoGP Grand Prix in Miami. Chang stated that while detailed planning is required, the existing infrastructure makes it a viable consideration. The Miami Grand Prix has established itself as a flagship event for Liberty Media since joining the Formula One calendar in 2022, utilizing the street circuits surrounding the Miami Dolphins NFL Stadium. Recent rumors following the F1 weekend have fueled discussions about bringing MotoGP to the venue. Chang acknowledged the logistical challenges, noting that the track would require significant modifications to meet MotoGP's stringent safety standards, particularly concerning barriers and runoff areas, which differ from Formula One requirements. However, he pointed to the recent announcement of a street circuit for the Australian Grand Prix next season as a positive precedent, suggesting it offers a testing ground for future events at similar venues. In an investors' call discussing first quarter 2026 MotoGP revenue figures, Chang confirmed that Liberty is committed to growing the company's presence in the U.S. market. He emphasized that while expansion will take time, there is a clear market appetite. Chang identified Miami as a logical spot due to the existing track infrastructure, stressing that the decision will involve thorough discussions with local authorities and stakeholders to assess safety concerns and commercial viability. Chang reiterated Liberty's broader strategy to bring MotoGP to locations conveniently situated near major cities, citing the success of the returning Brazilian Grand Prix and the planned Argentine round in Buenos Aires as examples of this expansion push. Noi dung kai tight. Fabio Quartararo has confirmed that he will be utilizing a revised Yamaha V4 aerodynamic package for his upcoming home Le Mans MotoGP event. Quartararo stated that the new Aero will be incorporated during this weekend's French MotoGP race at Le Mans. And reflecting on recent performances, Quartararo finished 14th in the Spanish Grand Prix, but secured 7th place during Monday's testing, attributing the improvement to increased front-end confidence. Regarding the specific setup for Le Mans, while the exact package remains undisclosed, he confirmed they will be using the aerodynamics tested in Jerez, which he described as positive. NN Quartararo explained the rationale, noting that he had struggled with the front end previously and that the new setup is expected to provide significant assistance on the challenging track. He added that the new Aero will be featured on a special home livery for Sunday's race. And despite the changes, Yamaha's V4 is currently not positioned high enough in Grand Prix results. Mixed weather conditions are forecast for Le Mans, a scenario Quartararo believes could favor him, especially following his 7th-place finish in the recent Jerez sprint. /N looking ahead, Sunday's Grand Prix marks Quartararo's final home appearance on the Yamaha machine before a potential switch to Honda for the 2027 season. Quartararo maintained a resolute attitude, emphasizing his commitment to pushing the bike to its absolute limit regardless of the outcome, stating, "When you put the helmet on, what makes me happy is to push myself to the limit, and this is what I'm doing." Johann Zarco of Team LCR Honda is voicing cautious optimism regarding his chances of repeating a previous French Grand Prix victory, despite the current weather forecast suggesting rain for Sunday's race. Speaking to the media ahead of his home weekend, Zarco downplayed any notion of being the favorite, stating, "I don't think I'm coming here as a favorite. I think people want to believe it." However, he acknowledged that the forecast influences expectations, adding, "Maybe I have a chance. It would be just unbelievable to live this again." Zarco's belief in his potential is bolstered by his strong performance in damp conditions at the recent Jerez race. He noted that qualifying in 2nd place on a slippery track at Jerez confirmed that he has more opportunities when conditions are wet. Zarco explained that in dry conditions, even with good pace, he struggled to achieve a podium, whereas rain provided a better chance for podium finishes. Nuance in Zarco's strategy is that he thrives not necessarily in heavy downpours, but when the track is damp or evolving. He stated, "What I like the most is when there is a little bit less water on the track. When it's raining a lot, I don't feel I can make a big difference because I need laps to catch confidence. But when there is a bit less water and the other guys maybe are struggling with the tire moving, I take my advantage from there." While Zarco expressed indifference about the specific weather for Sunday, he recognized the strong hopes of the French fanbase. Joking about the local sentiment, he remarked that the French fans are the only ones hoping for rain for the Grand Prix, contrasting this with their usual preference for sunny weather. Zarco remains focused on capitalizing on any favorable conditions if they arise. MotoGP is set to deliver a thrilling spectacle at the French Grand Prix, with the iconic Le Mans circuit promising a unique challenge for riders, especially amidst anticipated wet weather. The track, a historic venue since 1969, features a tight 4.19 km layout and a narrow 13-meter width, demanding supreme precision from competitors. The race weekend has been marked by high drama. In previous years, the French Grand Prix has delivered unforgettable moments, including Fabio Quartararo's pole position in qualifying in 2025, followed by Johann Zarco's stunning performance, who secured a surprise victory over favorite Marc Márquez, marking the first French win at home since 1954. Zarco's tactical acumen proved crucial, as he capitalized on early rain to maintain an untouchable position. In recent events, the competition has seen shifts in dominance. Marco Bezzecchi extended his championship lead, though he missed his winning streak, while Ducati showed signs of a comeback. Alex Márquez ended Bezzecchi's 5-race winning streak in Spain, signaling potential pressure on the Aprilia manufacturer. Saturday saw an all-Ducati podium finish, with the factory team duo securing the top spots, joined by Franco Morbidelli. Meanwhile, Marc Márquez, the reigning world champion, claimed pole position and the sprint race victory, navigating chaotic weather. Despite his strong performance, Márquez crashed out of the race on lap 2, stating that his focus was on riding comfortably rather than pushing for outright speed. Looking ahead, the focus is on whether the Ducati factory team can challenge for the lead on Sunday. Aprilia managed to recover lost points in the sprint, while Bezzecchi increased his championship lead to 11 points, closely followed by Jorge Martin. Honda riders, exemplified by Zarco's strong showing in Spain, are also emerging as contenders. With Maverick Vinales sidelined, KTM has named Jonas Folger as his replacement. The French Grand Prix, scheduled for May 10, 2026, promises intense racing. Key areas to watch include the Dunlop section's fast corner sequence and the Ford chicane, a critical overtaking zone. The combination of challenging track conditions and fierce competition sets the stage for another memorable chapter in MotoGP history.